Okay, so then in 1958, you decided to go to beauty school.
I didn't decide. A truant officer decided. He caught me. I was on my way to Toots Shore. In fact, Frank just sent me over to the Wyndham Hotel where they kept the top floor on 58th Street. And that was their bank where they dropped all the receipts and all that. So he wanted me to pick up $5,000 to bring it over to Toots Shore, who owned the bar. And so I went over there, and I was on my way there, and the truant officer said to me, because he had a brown uniform on, he knew he wasn't a cop. He said, "What are you doing out of school?" I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "How old are you?" I said, "I'm 15. He said, "Why aren't you in school?" I said, "I don't go to school." I had like 10,000 in my pocket. He says, "Well, I need your address. I got to give you a ticket." So I gave him my grandmother's address, and he writes me a ticket. So I don't know what it's about. I have the ticket in my hand, and I walk into Toots Shore, and Frank notices the ticket. He says, "How'd you get a ticket? You walking too fast?" I said, "I don't know. This guy gave it to me." And he looked at it, and it was a truant officer's slip. And he says, "How old are you?" I said, "I'm 15, 15 and a half. He said, "How long you been with me?" I said, "About 3 years now." He said, "What? Okay, I'll straighten it out." So the next day, I meet him. He said, "I took care of that ticket for you." I said, "Great." He says, "Before you come here every day, go to Wilford Academy on 52nd Street. It's on top of Lindy's. It's a beauty school." So I don't want to become a beautician. Forget about it. He said, No. You just go there till you're 16, then you don't go no more. You have no problems." So I did that. So next morning I go there. I couldn't believe when I got there, the lady said, "Oh, it's all taken care of. Just come sign in, stay as long as you want." Then she gives me a tour to school. There was 15, 20 great looking little girls there. I went there every morning. I didn't have to meet him until 11. And then one morning, as luck would have it, Mark Sinclair from Clairol and Kenneth, they were partners. And Kenneth was Jackie Kennedy's hairdresser. And they were looking for shampoo boys. And the teacher told me, if they pick you, those hours would count like you're going to school, but you can make tips. So I was in for that. So I went there, and then I told Costello, "I got to go do this for a couple hours a day." He said, "Don't worry about it." So I did that, and the fourth head of hair was Marilyn Monroe. I couldn't believe Marilyn Monroe was there. And I just saw Some Like It Hot maybe 100 times, because when Costello went home, I used to go to Broadway a lot. And that's when I was open 24-hour theaters. So I saw Some Like It Hot in the balcony, I don't know how many times. And now there she is, with her head in a shampoo basin, looking up at the ceiling. And finally she said, "Is there someone in the room?" I said, "I'm sorry, yeah, I'm here." And I had the card. You know, they tell you what rinse and how, the warm temperature of the water. And you have to put it on her inside her wrist, and she approves it. Then I start giving her a shampoo. She liked a hard, firm shampoo. And I'm giving her this, and she's moaning. And I'm a 15-year-old kid. I'm thinking like I'm having sex, and I get an erection. It must have been poking her in the ear. And now I have to towel dry her hair and walk her to the station in the middle of the casino, in the middle of the salon. And I'm walking behind and trying to cover myself. And all of them are laughing at me. And then she started requesting me, fortunately. And about a month or two goes by, and Costello says, "We have somebody staying up in the suite," which he always had somebody there. He said, "Look in on them. I'm going to go fishing." He went to Chicago. He used to fish with Tony Accardo. And so that morning, I go up there at 12 o'clock, like you said. And she opens the door. And she said, "Johnny, what are you doing here?" I said, "Well, Mr. C told me to look in on you." So I just ordered room service. Come on in. And I didn't know what room service was. She had all these carts of food and all of that. I said, I better go downstairs. I said, "If you need anything, I'm downstairs. Just ask for the kid." He never told anybody my name because he didn't want me to, on a wiretap. A guy always protected me. Through the world, I was known as the kid until I think I did The Godfather. Then people started to know my name. But she said, "Come in, don't worry about it. I'm not going to tell him." So I sat down for a minute. She said, "Have a glass of champagne." I said, "I can't drink. I'm only 15, 16 years old." And she gave me a glass of champagne. I never had a drink. Well, I got a little buzz. It was amazing. He said, "I'm going to take a bath." I said, "Okay, I'm going to go downstairs." She walked me in there. So she walks and turns the water on, and she's comb out my hair, which I've done 100 times at the salon. So she lowers her robe, and I'm saying to myself, who's going to believe I'm over here with Marilyn Monroe? Then she shuts off the bath water, and she says, get in the tub with me. I said, you're going to get me killed. And with that, she drops her robe. This is Marilyn Monroe. I can't believe it. She gets into the tub, and she convinced me to get into the tub. So I'm a gentleman. That was Saturday afternoon. I left Monday morning.
And you were how old?
I was just going to be 16 that December. This was like September, October.
Of what year?
What would that be? 53, I think it is, 54. Yeah, I was 18.
Okay.
I was 18, 60, so yeah, I had to be then, whatever.
Okay, so at 16 years old, you slept with a 28-year-old Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I stayed with her for the next 4 years.
What can you say to that?
I was with her the next 4 years.